It's the Max Method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father, the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game. Max Method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father, the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game. Back in the 90s, cracked the AOL code. Texting turned gold, now the stories unfold. From dial-up dreams to LinkedIn kings, he taught the world how to build through strings. It's the Max Method, no guessing, just growth. 4 steps deep, he's coached them both. Top earners, big burners, trainers and pros. Max lit the fire, now everyone knows. Started with a spark, now the blueprint's live. Thousands trained and they multiply. From Facebook chats to LinkedIn leads, he plants the seeds, then watches them succeed. Mentor to coach is the guide for the great. Author, speaker, shaping fate. You don't just follow Max, you duplicate. That's how legends elevate. It's the Max Method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father, the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game. It's the Max Method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father, the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game. Max Method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father, the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday night live broadcast. And let me stop sharing the screen because I have an announcement that I've been sitting on for now about maybe 2 or 3 weeks. So here's the bottom line. Last September, I turned 79. I love what I do, but sometimes, you get to a point in time where you look in the mirror and you say to yourself, what else is there to accomplish? Because the truth is, there's always going to be something else to do. There's always going to be something else to accomplish. So I was going to announce it this morning, but I felt if I did, my mailbox would fill up, my mailbox would explode. For those of you that are watching this on Facebook, watching this on LinkedIn, or watching this on my YouTube channel, and for those of you that are my students that are watching this on the Zoom, I am formally announcing my retirement. I'm hanging it up. I'm going to be releasing a new series of digital products, but I am winding down. 79 years is enough. It's enough. It's going to make my wife very happy. April Fools. I'm not going to retire. Okay. I did that last year, and I actually posted it on Facebook, and my whole customer service department went nuts. So I didn't do that this time. And let me move some things around. There were a couple of people on here that knew I wasn't serious. Okay, so let me start out by looking at who's here. All right. So tonight I was planning on talking about this literally virtual tsunami of prospects that you all can turn on anytime that are looking for what you're selling. And they're easiest to find on LinkedIn. They're easiest to find on Facebook. And you can turn them on like you turn on a light switch. Civil actions can transform your recruiting roles into a tsunami in 24 hours. It is amazing how fast it works. Again, posting is one way to do it. Simple actions can transform your recruiting results 24 hours. My friends, if you're not talking to people every day, you're losing money. Posting is one way to transform your profiles into marketing magnets. And posting will produce immediate results. Now, there are new scripts that solve the LinkedIn and Facebook sales puzzle. Turn conversations into enrollments, turn resistance into results. And they are proven to work. Turn no's into yes. So, what would you attempt to do if you knew you couldn't fail? What would you attempt to do? If you haven't registered yet for my April boot camp, I urge you to do it. It's going to start on Tuesday, the 7th. And we have added something new. We're introducing our 30-day leadership game plan. You can go to maxsteingart.com/bootcamp. Use the promo code best deal to drop the price to $79. That 30-day leadership game plan is worth a fortune. A better deal, we sent this out today. Go to maxsteingart.com/twofer and participate in both the April and May boot camps. We sent it out with a special promotion code. And the first 3 people that register for that are going to get some free coaching. New things coming out in April. Our AI productivity rule, because AI can turn out to be a huge distraction. And 30-day leadership game plan. new. New. Everything is new. The 30-day leadership game plan is how top earners engineer momentum before the month gets away from them. It's coming in April, end of the month. How network marketers, leaders engineer momentum. So what if the next 30 days could completely change your business? Create momentum in the first 7 days. There's a 4-phase success system, 4-step formula, and there is a AI prospecting framework and a daily execution track. And we're going to share a number of stories with you. You know, I have to tell you, you got to love. This is something that AI is phenomenal with. Okay, now all I got to do is I have to go back and tell my little agent to put my picture in there with Sam, to put my picture in there with Carol. The next 30 days are going to pass no matter what. So you all want to make sure they count. Have you ever started a new month feeling motivated, determined, excited? And then by the 10th, you're already playing catch up? The truth is, most network marketers don't lose the month at the end. They lose it in the first 5 days. Well, today's the first. Not because they lack desire, not because they lack belief, not because they lack work ethic. They lose it because they lack a system with a proven structure. Hope is not a strategy. Posting randomly is not a strategy. Messaging when you feel like it, it's not a strategy. Waiting for momentum, it's not a strategy. Top earners do something very different. They don't start the month emotionally. They engineer it. They know their numbers. They know their pipeline. How many conversations do they have to create? How many follow-ups must happen? How many presentations must be scheduled? And in today's environment, they also know how to use AI intelligently, not to replace relationships, but to multiply their leadership. Tonight, I'm going to give you something very special. Not hype, not motivation, not theory. I'm going to show you the system and the structure serious leaders use to create predictable momentum in 30 days. Because here's the truth, the month will move forward whether you lead it or not. The only question is, will you drift or will you follow a proven business building system and structure? So why do most network marketers lose the month early? Most people lose the month in the first 5 days. No written target, no daily metric, no pipeline structure, no follow-up calendar, no AI leverage. There are things that you can do with AI that'll help you build your business. And then there are things that just waste your time. They don't lose the month at the end. They lose it at the beginning when there's no structure. They rely on emotion and emotion phase. Activity without structure is exhaustion. You don't have an effort problem, you've got a structure problem. Amateurs start the month emotionally, leaders start the month strategically. The 4 numbers that determine your rank are going to be new conversions, new conversations, follow-ups, presentations, and enrollments. That's it. Rank is math. Every rank can be reverse engineered. If someone wants 5 enrollments in 1 month, well, they most likely need 15 to 20 conversations a day, 75 a week, or 100 a week, 10 to 15 follow-ups, and 3 to 5 presentations a day. So how do you reverse engineer your rank? They decide the outcome first, then build the activity. Start with the target. What's your income goal? How many people do you have to enroll to make that happen? How many presentations do you have to give? How many conversations do you have to have? You engineer backward. Top earners don't try hard, they reverse engineer. So you follow my proven system, teach it well, and watch the power of duplication work for you. Create a page, connect with people, communicate with them, close them. A system and duplication is what turns your business into a massive organization. The magic of network marketing is that it's simple, it's teachable, and it's repeatable. Now, the 30-day leadership game plan is how top earners will engineer momentum. They focus on systems over emotion, duplication over motivation, structure over activity, and leadership over luck. It's not what works in network marketing, it's what duplicates. The happy birthday strategy. Probably my second most popular strategy that I introduced maybe 25 years ago. Gives you an opportunity to start a conversation. Bring somebody into your business on their birthday. Help them bring people into their business just with the birthdays. At the end of the month, we're going to have our Top Earner Leadership Summit. And we're going to focus on increasing your activity by 20 times. Also coming up at the end of the month is our Tiger Claw. Talk a little bit about that before we're done. Now, let me show you, where is it? Okay, can you all see the screen? I want to make sure you don't miss this. Okay. So, first, for bootcamp, I am re-engineering all of our strategies. Now you have the scripts book, but here's what I've done. I'm going to take the 6 fundamental changes that you can make with your LinkedIn or Facebook profile. First one is change your photo strategy. Today we had classic example. I don't know what happened, but we went over working. I don't remember who it was, but they had just connected with someone, just connected. And what we did was her LinkedIn profile picture was terrible. So we went over to Facebook. We grabbed her Facebook picture. And since she is a fitness instructor, we did that and we sent it to her. Joe, did she ever answer? I think that was you. Did she ever answer yet? And then we didn't know. So put her in a suit. Now, so the picture, you change the picture, right?
Oh, don't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm
And then,
back.
did she didn't say anything?
No, there's just a check mark, that's all. So no response back yet.
Okay. All right. Well, by tomorrow. Well, yeah, but remember, she said she's not on it a lot. So we might have to give her a little time, but it's going to be fun to watch. So you change your picture. Now, what we've done is we step everybody through the entire process, not just from changing your picture, but we laid out exactly what is involved. We give you the prompts for ChatGPT to handle the picture correctly, how to upload it, and then we provide you with the full script from the first message to the qualifying message to finding out what their experience in network marketing is, the whole thing, all the way to the end with just that one action, changing your picture. And we're going to do it again with the birthdays. We're going to do it again with posting. Provide everybody with a checklist. And then with this one action, make it a team campaign. So once a month, everybody on your team changes their picture. All right. So this is one of the new things that we're going to be unveiling in April. Another one is our summit at the end of the month. This is replacing our retreats. Now, in the last 10 days, a network marketing company called 7K Metals changed over to an affiliate program, and literally all the leaders, all the business builders lost their income. We're going to be talking about that at the end of the month. It's usually one of the things we talk about in the retreat. I've got 3 industry icons that are going to be participating. This is a step up from our retreats. And I'm just really thrilled and excited that I'm going to be able to share it with you. Okay. So now, one of the things that you can do, and let me get back over here because I'm in the wrong place. Oops. Okay. So let me pop over here to LinkedIn. And I want to demonstrate how the process works. You come up here, let's say you're looking for a coach. I'll type in coach. You know, let me try something else. Let me type in nurse. It's amazing, isn't it? So I type in nurse. We want to find out how many nurses are on LinkedIn. Now, the nurses are going to fall into one of two categories. Either they're going to be nurses looking for another job, looking to transition into something else, nurses that have a need, or they don't. So let's see how many nurses are on LinkedIn. It's amazing that Sales Navigator didn't like the word coach. So there are 10 million nurses. 10 million. How many of them are active right now? $180,000. Now, let's come back over here. And let's look for the nurses that are looking for new opportunities. We got 14,000 that are looking for an opportunity. Now, how many are active? $1,000. Now, we could scroll back up here. We could say, you know what, there's 640 in North America. How many? And there's 586 in the United States. Now, these are the nurses that are active, that are looking. But the truth is, the other nurses are fair game too. They're fair game. And let me come back over here. Now, so looking for new opportunities, nurses, and let's find a nurse that also has some training experience. LinkedIn has changed the way that you can search. They've expanded it. You got 13,000. $6,000 in the United States. $1,000 that are active. So there is no shortage of opportunity for you to talk to people. These people are waiting. So let me come back up here. What's going on? Let's come back over here. So I'm going to bring up something that, again, it has never been easier. It has never been faster. There are people waiting to talk to you right now. So come back up here and we'll do nurse. Okay? And let's look for nurses that are also have training experience. You got 410,000. Okay? And you could pick out the ones that you know in advance need what you have, want what you have. Let me come back up here and let's look at Terrell. And I think Terrell, do you see yourself on here? So I think this could be you. There was somebody, or this could be you. Let's look at this one. Actually, yeah. Now, what's kind of it, now let me go back, okay? Because Terrell, I want you to see something here. You got two profiles. So this one's here. Then there's another one. Whoops, I guess not. Okay, so we did something with your picture. I think that's the picture we changed. Now you've only got 14 connections. You sent me one, so I'm going to accept it. And it's a start. It's a start. So let me ask you a question, Terrell. What is, well, let's see, maybe we can figure it out down here. You got to work on this. Let me, looks like we lost her. I bring them up and they jump off. Okay, let's take a look at Joy. And seem to have a hard time connecting with you, Joy. Okay, now let me demonstrate something. So Steve, I see you're here. So let's come over here and let's look for people that are police officers. And we come over here. So there's 830,000 police officers. Well, we can also do deputy. You got 3 million. You come back over here and let's do sheriff. So you got 370,000 sheriffs that are online right now. Now we can come back and we can say, you know what? Show me all of the people, new opportunity, and we'll go with sheriff. You got 1,500 people that have the word sheriff on their profile that say they are looking for an opportunity. All right. Now, so let's come down here and let's go to geography. And we're going to go, I'm going to put in New York. Because what you want to do is you want to pick cities and states where the police want to leave because they're not being supported by the administration. So there's 32 sheriffs in New York that are looking for an opportunity. Pick another state where law enforcement isn't being supported. So let's just say there. So we have sheriffs that are looking for an opportunity. Let's do deputy. You got 20,000. And again, New York. Actually, we'll do the whole state. You got 327. Now, these are people that you could be talking to right now. Don't have to change your profile. Don't have to do anything. Reach out, connect with them. What prompted them to get into law enforcement? Why are they looking for an opportunity? There is a tidal wave of people online that are looking for opportunities. They're waiting to talk to somebody. And all you need to make this happen is what? A profile. Put yourself on LinkedIn. Let me unmute. Bill, I'm going to unmute you for a second. I always like to get some feedback whenever I can. And, you know, sometimes they're on, but they're not on. There
I'm
we go.
in.
So, okay, so Joe, what did you think about some of the new stuff that I was showing you?
Oh, it was amazing earlier, just to change the person's pictures, try to improve on it. It's a game changer.
And folks, that's the thing that I want all of you to understand, that the reason that I'm constantly coming up with this new stuff is because we're in boot camps. I'm logged into people's accounts, and I see things. Today, Joe had someone reach out to him, and we looked at her picture on LinkedIn. It was terrible. We found her on Facebook. It wasn't a half bad picture. And so we're using that as a relationship building process. And I know that's going to work. So just from the strategy, let me come back. And I think so every strategy, we're literally redesigning boot camp so that we can move more people through it faster. So there's going to be something like this for every category of script. So whether it's change your picture, wish someone a happy birthday, wish someone a happy anniversary, job change, whatever it is. So we want to get everybody through the process faster. There's no reason why all of you can't be talking to 5 or 10 people a day about your business. The summit at the end of the month. And Joe, which one do you like better? You like the blue and the black, or let me ask all of you, you like the blue?
I like the black with the gold.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning in that direction myself. And again, one of the 10 top earner secrets that nobody talks about is every month 200 companies either go out of business, change their comp plan, they do something to aggravate and annoy their leadership. And like I mentioned at the beginning, 7K metals just, literally took away the income from all of their leaders. Let me come back over here. So let's come over here on LinkedIn and let's do a search for 7K metals. All right, now we're going to come over here. Now, anybody, so there's 441 people on here. Now, anybody that was a leader lost their income. Okay, so come back over here. 7K metals leader. Hop over here. You got 32. Okay, he is a presidential gold associate, whatever that means. Well, He's not making any, they literally took his money away. When a company switches from a network marketing model to a affiliate model, they lose their income. All right. Now I'm going to come back over here, and I didn't have a chance to do it yet, but I'm going to go into my training area. And I'm going to come down here. They haven't loaded it up yet. Let's come over here to the retreats. Now, every year, let me go to the one we did in the fall. 3-day event. And one of the tools is our whale book. Okay. How network marketers catch whales. A whale is a leader in a company that's looking for another business. Oops. All right. And for those of you that register for the 90-day bootcamp challenge, one of the things that you get is you get this book. But now you can pop over here and let's look for now. I'm going to show you a shortcut. So what are the levels? So they got associate, copper, gold associate. Okay.
Your screen's just blank.
Ah, okay. Whoops. Let me. So once you know how to look for people, you could literally do this with any company. Let me go back. Okay, so we'll go over here, 7K metals. Gold. $98. You know, you could do this with any company. You can pick out the ones in advance that you know based on what they do. have lost their income. We're going to be diving deep into this at the end of the month. April, now, so we did gold. Let's do 7K metals. Let me go back. Seven K metals top earner. Oh, there's one. All right, well, she lost her business. Gold associate, presidential. Presidentials. Well, there's three. My friends, every day, you can be talking to people that you know in advance need what you have, want what you have. LinkedIn has made it easier than I've ever seen it. Let's do this. Transitioning. Was that you, Bill? Did I hear you?
Yes,
What do you think of some of those changes I put up on the screen?
they're awesome.
You know, I got to tell you, it's all AI. It's all AI. And when you open up an account and you start working with an agent, that's what they call them, they learn from you. The knowledge that they build in your account is unbelievable. And the thing is that I just want to make you all aware of, and something that we're really going to put a lot of effort to during the next boot camp, is there are certain things that you can do with artificial intelligence that are tremendously beneficial. And then, but there's so much. I mean, every day, it seems like there are 4 or 5 new promotions out there where people are offering you training. If I go over to Facebook, you see more of it over there. I changed my picture the other day. So that was on the 30th. And so far, I've had 24 people that I could start a conversation with. And so Jason Barreco, one of the top earner, Jim McCune, who I absolutely have to call. He's the corporate director in Melaleuca. It just blows me away. Now here's somebody that sent me a friend request. There is nothing. So you just wait. Let's look at the Roland. You need to call him. So the bottom line is there are some things that all of you can be doing right now, tonight, that will trigger conversations. Conversations that will lead to signing people up in your business. Register for boot camp, and the one thing that Bill, I'm really excited about, and it's a project that I have been working with, is the 30-day challenge, the 30-day challenge. In other words, show all of you how you can go in 30 days fast through your business. And we're going to be introducing that. That's going to be one of the tools that we're going to make available in the April boot camp, just to get it out there, to get some feedback, to get some stories. Ultimately, we're branching that off. We're branching off the 90-day game plan. Actually, it's the 30-day game plan and the 90-day game plan. But with artificial intelligence, it just blows me away how it helps with so many things. And the thing is, once you start using it, you'll keep using it. And something that I've really, over the last 90 days, I've grown a lot more fond of Claude over ChatGPT. And so I came up with this tactic, you all might want to try it, is you can give both of them the same assignment and see which one you like better. You want to speed things up, then go to ChatGPT first, give them the assignment, and then take what they came up with, bring it over to Claude, and see what Claude comes up with. But what I love about Claude is their artwork and what Claude is able to do. Folks, listen. Artificial intelligence is going to change network marketing. It's already changing it. The thing you all have to understand is when you get into a business, and we've talked about this for years. In fact, I have a number of network marketing leaders and a couple of business owners who told me that they stopped recommending my training because I talk about this stuff. But the truth is that there are, you need to know the deal. You need to know what's going on. Because when you get into a network marketing company, and by the way, the case studies that we're going to be showing everybody, if you're talking to somebody, find out what their experience is. Don't be afraid of talking to someone that has a negative experience with network marketing, because you can turn those people around. There's working with Joe. He's working with somebody very, very sharp. And I mean, literally, it's absolutely textbook. Okay, what is this? Okay, and so she was somebody that had a negative attitude about network marketing, and now she's open to talking about it. She sent him a message to set up she wants to set up a Zoom to talk to him about it. So tomorrow he's got an appointment with her at 3 o'clock, and I'm going to be on the Zoom with him. It's kind of like we're doing like a three-way call, and that is going to be a lot of fun because my job, my role is to be an adversary for the network marketing business model. I am. I mean, every day I see things that would drive someone out of the business. I mean, why would a company switch over to an affiliate model? Well, they're screwing all the people that built all the leaders. Okay. And so you're betting on management, you're betting on the owners of the company to treasure the leaders that are building their business. And then there's another company that severely changed the commission structure. Leaders that were making $100,000 a month are now making $30,000 a month. They lost a significant piece of their income. The owner is, talking to them. They're taking that money and they're giving it to people at the lower levels. No cold. Yeah, who would cold call anybody? In fact, one of my students, we have the session that I did with him on a Saturday on my YouTube channel. Now Kevin was somebody that was spending 3 or 4 hours a day on the phone, dialing. After we did 1.5 coaching sessions, he stopped calling. Why would anybody cold call people? Well, unfortunately, he was in 7K metals, and he's one of the leaders. He lost his incomes. Now he's doing something else. When something like that happens, keep in the back of your mind that 95% of the people in a network marketing company are orphans. In other words, the person that brought them into the business, the person that showed them the business, is no longer in the business. And it's hard to build a business if you're not part of a team, if you're not part of an organization. So as you all start rank advancing, as you all start to become leaders in your company, the company is going to edify you. They're going to hold you up as an example. And so leaders, when something bad happens to a company, they leave, they go to another company, and they bring the orphans with them. And that's why most of the time, people make more money in their second or third company than they did in the one they initially started. But they don't talk about that. And the reason they don't is because network marketing companies work on 90-day cycles. You bring somebody into the business, if you're not helping them make money within 90 days, typically a good number of them leave. Your obligation when you bring somebody into the business is to help them start making money within 90 days, preferably within 30 days. That change your picture strategy is going to help so many people make money right away. And what I've done is, instead of just giving you in boot camp the first part of the strategy, and then you got to wait until the second part of the boot camp to learn the connecting part, and then the third part. No, we're giving it to you all right up front. For every one of those tactics, you're going to get the whole enchilada from start all the way up to the end. How am I able to do that? ChatGPT, Claude. They will do all the heavy lifting for you. All right, and with that, check your email, register for boot camp, but take me up on that. two for offer. You get an hour of coaching. And yeah, anyway, I am still as excited today as I ever was about the network marketing business model. You just have to know how the game is played. That's all. So in our top earner summit at the end of the month, you're going to hear from Renata Lundberg, who one of my earliest students, became $1 million earner in a company, lost it, jumped into another company, rose right to the top again. So she knows how it feels. You're going to hear from Margie Alaprandi, who has participated in 3 summits, 3 retreats. Good friend, who's got an amazing story. She lost her business last April. You can hear from Brent Bryson, who is one of the top earners in Nu Skin. And there's a couple of more people that I'm talking to. I really want to, and we're creating something that I'm calling the Vault, where we're imaging some of my earliest trainings. The information in it is gold, hasn't changed. The scripts that I invented or came up with in the AOL days, they still work. So until next time, just remember this. Every day that you're not talking to someone about your business is a lost day that you don't get back. In 2 weeks, if you start tonight, in 2 weeks, you could start signing people up in your business. So what is this? Could I please put the offers in there? Okay. You've got you got boot camp. / whoops. And the promo code for boot camp is best deal, drops the price $79. Then you have www.maxsteingart.com/2-FER, where you get into the April boot camp and the May boot camp. Promo code for the twofer is April 4th. Let me check. www.maxsteingart.com/2-2fer. And use the promo code, whoops, April Fools. Whoops. Maybe it's April Fool's Day. Yep. So it cuts it in half. And there's an extra bonus of 1 hour of coaching if you're one of the first 3 people that do that. And the last one is www.xlineguard.com. Whoops. The last one is www.maxsteingart.com/90 day challenge. Now, with a 90-day challenge, this one's a little, because you're getting a lot of extras. And this still has to be updated because you get the anthology of scripts book. You're going to get the you got the 90-day game plan. You're also going to have the 30-day game plan. And so you pop over here, and the promo code for that great deal. Whoops. That's not it. I'm not sure what that is, but just check your mail, because I believe we sent something out today. If not, it'll be going out tomorrow. All righty. Catch up to you next time.